In this tutorial, you're going to learn how to create overlapping parallax card effect on Framer. So we'll be creating the effect with two different layouts, one with only cards and the other with content besides the cards. So let's get on with it. So this is a simple layout without any effect or additional layout, just a normal card. We have this like the Euro section, and the old layout has the 60 padding on the left and right, and we just have the simple card. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so to follow along with this tutorial, you can get the template in the video description below. Yeah, so the first thing to do is to make sure all the stacks and frames have the overflow set to visible. Like this, we just check if this overflow is invisible. If of the buttons, you have to check if the overflow is invisible. Check everything if the overflow is invisible, and you check the old desktop. Check if the overflow is if it's not, if it's in Eden, then it's going to be a big problem. I had like a component from the framer component, and I have to check it. I literally checked everything to see if its overflow is set to visible or hidden. So yeah, so let's get on with that. Now the reason why we're checking if the overflow is set to visible is because without that, this effect would not work. Just know that anytime the effect is not working, it means a frame or a stack's overflow is set to hidden. So make it visible. So the first thing we're gonna do is just set this card to sticky, like the position to sticky. I'm gonna select all the cards. I'm gonna set the position to sticky. Yeah, so let's preview that. Now we have the effect working. Yeah, exactly 1-1. So not exactly 1-1 basically. Yeah, but now this is the first stage, so you're gonna get this, but this is not what we want. To make the cards overlap, we'll need to add additional stacks to the cards and give equal top paddings to each, increasing the padding times 2 the first one. So I'm gonna add a stack to this. Set it to fix content. I'm gonna add a, let's say 50% padding to the top. Yeah, so I'm gonna also add a stack to this. I'm gonna set the size to fit content, and I'm gonna set the padding to, let's say 100 times 2. Yeah, so on the third one I'm gonna also add a, yeah, and I'm gonna, this padding is going to be like 150. Yeah, so now what you want to do is make sure these stacks have the overflow set to visible, or that would be a problem. Can you see it's in 18 right now? So make sure they're set to visible, all of them. So now if we preview this, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'm going to tell you why it's not going to work, because this is what happened when we added stacks to this. The cards they don't have, the positions don't have sticky anymore, they become relative. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the positioning to these stacks instead of the card itself. So we're gonna add them, gonna give them a sticky. Okay, now let's preview that. Still not working right. Again, this is what's happening. Yeah, everything is set to sticky, but you have to add whether it's from the top or the bottom or the left or right. So we're gonna add top to everything, and now when we preview it, it should work perfectly fine. Yeah, beautiful. Now to solve this, let's not forget that we're going to add uh we're gonna add stacks on every of the cards or every of the other stocks. We're gonna add a new stock to them, and I'm gonna set to fit contents for the width. We're gonna make it fixed for the height. We're gonna change the position of this desktop to let's fit, and we're gonna wanna work on this. Yeah, so we can just drag it just to give it a little bit space, the breathing space for this, for it to like, yeah, I'm gonna make it the distribution from the start. Now that's a little space. So now when we preview it, we're gonna have oh sorry, I forgot to, we're supposed to make the overflow to visible. Yeah, now something else has happened, and what has happened is that all of our stacks that has the sticky positioning, they've all changed to relative just because we added a new stack to it. So we're gonna add it, we're gonna add the sticky position to them again. So now it should work. Yep, and it's going to take a little bit of load time, then it moves up. Perfectly done. So the second layer we're gonna work on, you can check in the pages panel and just go to the second tutorial, and you're gonna find this. So this is actually a simple layout as well. I added some components in the footer. This is a section. It's just a stack, and this is the container where I put the contents in it. So this first one, we have the card and the contents. So this is the first one, we have the card and the content. So I put the card and the content in separate stacks as well. So what matters is, like, these cards have different stocks. Like this one is the first stock, and this card 2 is the second stock, and this third card is the third stock. So this is what we are going to be adding, like the sticky positioning, using the method we used from the first layout. So the first thing we're just gonna do the simple thing, just add like select all and add sticky position, and if we preview it, then we have something like this. Yeah, so you know the drill. All we have to do is just add like separate padding, top padding to each. So I'm gonna give this like 100, and the second one I'm going to give it let's say 175. You can just like play with this until like it falls between what you really want, like the desired results. So I'm gonna give this like 250. So like make sure there's enough space from the section and the container, just to give it some buffer time to like load, so it doesn't come up messed up and all that. Make sure you check if the overflow is set to visible as well. Okay, so let's preview it now and see how that works. So we have something simple like this, a buffer time, And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you'd like to see something else, please put them in the comment box. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.